The Menu tab controls all the menu information on your app. There are two main components to the Menu tab, the Categories and the Items subtabs. You can navigate between the two on the right side of the Menu tab window, just below the Help button. There is also a subtab for Food Reviews. This is only active if you've purchased the interactive add-on. To create a menu, start by adding your menu types. If you have several menus, like a lunch menu and a dinner menu, create a type called lunch and a type called dinner. If you only have one menu but it has several categories, like appetizers and entrees, create types called appetizers and entrees. Under each menu type, you can also have categories. That is, if you have a lunch menu that is appetizers and entrees, and a dinner menu that is appetizers, entrees, and desserts, you can create these categories underneath your menu types. Click on the dinner type that you have created. You will see a new section that will pop up below that says Menu Categories. Here you can see and add your categories. How will this display in your app? Well, when the app user clicks on the Menu tab of their iPhone app, the first thing they will see is the menu types. When they click on a menu type, they either see a list of categories or they will see a list of your menu items if you do not have categories. Note, you do not have to have any categories, but you do have to have at least one menu type. One last thing to consider is that if you've created a type called appetizers and later you decide that you want this to be a subcategory of a different menu type, you can also move types and categories down or up a level using the large green arrow icons. You can also add menu keywords. You will see these at the bottom of your category subtab. For example, you can create a vegetarian or a low-fat keyword, and then users of the app can do a quick search to find items that match those keywords. Once you have set up your types and categories, move on to the Item subtab. Here you will begin to create your menu items. If your menu is empty, you will see no data and some simple filtering options at the top. These will make it easier to view your menu as well as add, edit, and remove items. As an example of how to add a menu item, click on Add New Item. If you are going to add many items to one particular category, first select it from the Filter Categories list and then click Add New Item here. This is the same as Add New Item, except that it automatically assigns the item to the chosen category. Here you can see all the fields used to describe your item. The name. This is required. This is the name of your item, such as grilled cheese sandwich. This will display on the iPhone exactly as you type it. Signature item. You can optionally mark certain items as signature dishes of your restaurant. These will be easy for your customers to find in an advanced search. They will also be marked on your app with a signature dish icon. The description field. This is not required, but tells the user a little more about your item, such as whole wheat bread with melted cheddar and Swiss cheese. The default price field. This is not required as well. But remember, this will only accept currency amounts. So on your app, $5 will display as 5.00. If you have different prices for different locations, the default price will appear in all locations unless you mark a special price for the particular location. I will show you that in a second. The image. Here you can upload an image for your displayed item if you choose. This is also optional. Select the file and click Upload. This can be any size and will automatically be scaled to fit the app. If it worked properly, you should see it. The video field. This is only an option if you have the Media Manager add-on. Simply paste in a YouTube link of your video and click Upload. The menu category field. You must choose at least one category, but you can select more than one as well. That is, if you serve your grilled cheese sandwich at lunch and dinner, you can check both categories and it will appear in both places on your app. Locations. You must choose at least one location for every item, but you can select more. Also, you can use the special price box to change the price that is displayed for that particular location. That is, if your grilled cheese sandwich is $5 in LA and Sacramento, but $6 in San Diego, set your default price as $5 and set the special price next to San Diego to $6. If you don't put a special price but you do select the location will automatically display the default price. Nutritional information. This is optional. If you click the checkbox, you will then see all the fields that you can provide values for. Fill them out as appropriate. Once you're done, click Submit to add your item to the menu. Click Cancel to cancel the entry. Remember, if you ever open the item in the future to edit it and then decide not to make any changes, simply click Cancel before you submit and all the original values will remain. As you start to enter your menu, you may find it useful to filter your view by category or location. For example, if you are going to enter all the dinner appetizers in a row, select Dinner Appetizers from the drop-down. If you click Add New Item here, the Dinner Appetizers box will already be checked for you. The same applies for the Filter Locations drop-down. If you leave this set to All, it will automatically check the All Locations box. This will help you enter as many menu items in the same category as fast as possible. The Active box determines whether or not an item will display in the app. That is, if you want to remove an item from the app but not necessarily delete it permanently from your database, you can just mark it as inactive. Hide Images is done by checking this box, and it simply removes the images from the list display to save space on your monitor. The image is still stored in the database and will be displayed in the app, you just can't see it. Some general notes. The app will only display menu types and categories that have at least one item in them. That is, if you create a menu category called Desserts, but you do not assign any items to that category, it will not display on the app. If you have desserts at one location but not at another location, the dessert category will only display when the user selects that location as their favorite location. This way, you do not have to worry about users ever clicking on a menu category only to find nothing in it. Food Reviews. If you have the interactive add-on, you will have access to this tab. On the app, users will be able to log in and then provide reviews for certain food items. If they do so, they will appear on the Reviews tab. You will see a list of reviews that have been left by your users, and you will have the option to toggle on and off the active button. If you toggle this to the green state, the review will appear on the app in the description for that food item.